So the basis of reintegration is very simple. Let me ask this way. Anyone here, kind of have a kind of a conflict? You kind of want to do this, but something prevents you. Like, you kind of want to make money as a hypnotherapist, but you don't know if you can. Yeah? Yeah? You want to come up? You don't have to, by the way. Come on, yeah. Come on up. Give it a nice round of applause. Give it a nice round of applause. You like this? This is very gentle. Come on up.
Okay.
This is very, very gentle. So have a seat. You won't need this. Can you hold on? Thank you. So this is you can do this pretty conversational if you want. So this is basically if you just have a conflict of, I want this, but I don't know if I can, or something like that. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm nervous.
Of course you are. But hey, the cool thing is, they're all judging me, not you. It's true. All right, now I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous. All right, everyone, just close your eyes and look away. No, seriously. So, what you want to be charging as hypnotherapist? You don't know if you can charge, or what is it?
I would very much like, yes.
Is it working as one, or is it charging as one?
Charging as one.
So, what happens when you think about charging? Okay, do you see the state shift? I'm still going to look for words, but, by the way, and also notice how I have an entry right now into both pattern 2, and pattern 3 as well, right? But we're not going to go with those. So we're going to use a cleanup technique, and we may have to add a few little pieces just because, I'm going to do my best for you whilst you're up here, right? You know this, right? And typically this would be at the end of the other process. Everything else has already been cleaned up, so it would be much cleaner conflict. How are you doing?
I'm very nervous.
You are, aren't you? Do you want this change?
Yes, definitely.
So what it would mean to you if you actually could charge for hypnotherapy work?
That would quite improve my financial status.
Thank you very much. Do you notice the instant state shift? This is a beautiful example of the conflict, right? Are you as nervous right now as you think about that? Are you actually doing it and having a good time with it?
A bit still. Yeah.
A bit, but of course that's just because you're in front of the group.
Yeah.
But you notice how one exacerbated the rest of it. So this is a classic to ward away from conflict. So what I'm going to do, if I may, just think about one of those two things. There's the part of you that is maybe afraid of doing it, and there's a part of you that actually wants to charge a hypnotherapist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And one of those is going to kind of come out here as like a symbol of some sort. Which one seems more appropriate in this hand? Which one feels like it's more right? The bit that wants to do it, or the bit that kind of wants to stay away from it?
The bit that wants to do it.
The bit that wants to do it, right? Yeah. And can you get some kind of symbol or maybe a picture that represents that? That's it. You like that, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So now as I come over here, of course, this hand kind of represents the other side, right? The one you don't really like and it's not very good, right? You get a symbol that or something, a picture that represents that?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Again, you don't have to tell me, but you can if you want. It's entirely up to you.
It's a red, black, red
okay.
triangle.
Like a black, red triangle, and that symbolizes...
Pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of symbolizes what would you call it? Would it fear or hesitation? What would you call that?
Fear and other stuff.
And other stuff.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of preventing you from doing that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Very good. So, but you notice how quickly her voice switches when her attention shifts? This is classic of a part thing, which is why I said to you, you can do anything with anything. It's just a question of how subtle your maneuvers are, right? So as you look over here, now you don't really like this, right?
No.
No. But here's something crazy about it. It's actually trying to do something for you. You know that?
Yeah, maybe protect me from
it's
failure.
It's trying to protect you from failure,
yeah.
right? And that's fair enough. I mean, that's a good thing to do for someone, right?
Sure.
It may not be, may not like the way it's doing it, but protecting you from failure is a positive thing. But here's the thing for you. Why would it want to protect you from failure? If it's protecting you from failure, what do you get?
Safety.
Safety. So if you're safe and you're protected from failure, what does that do for you? That's it. There you go. What's the purpose of feeling safe and being protected from failure? By the way, the integration is beginning to happen, but just for you, don't listen to me. What's the purpose of feeling safe and being protected from failure?
Not to get hurt.
Well, that's what protection from failure is, right?
Yeah.
And that's safety. So when you have safety, and you're protection from failure, and you're not getting hurt, what does that give you? What does that do for you? That's it. How does that allow you to be, for example?
In this case, very small. It's not working.
Of course, it's not working.
Yeah.
But let's forget what it's doing. Just think about being protected from failure, being kept free from being hurt, having safety. You have all that. What does that do for you? If you actually had all that genuinely, what would that do for you? There you go. What would that do for you as a person?
That would make me feel good.
That would make you feel good.
Yeah.
So really, although you don't like the way it's doing it, it's trying to make you feel good, although it's not really achieving a really good result of it, right? Now here's something interesting. Switching your attention to this side over here, you have a symbol, of course, right? Why would it want you to become a hypnotherapist? What's it all about?
Well, it would make my life much better.
It would make your life much better, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if your life is much better, why would you want your life to be better? What would that do for you?
A lot of things.
What would that do for you? Seriously, if your life is much better, what would that do for you as a person?
I would feel much better.
You would feel much better.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling much better, what would that mean for you? What would that do for you? That's it. What does that do for you if you're feeling better? Ultimately. So, give me an example. So, feeling better could mean like you're feeling really bad and now you feel only a little bit bad. Is that what it wants?
No.
Oh, what does it want then?
To feel great.
To feel great.
Yeah.
But hang on a second. That part wants you to feel good too, doesn't it?
Sure, yeah.
And this part wants you to feel good. There you go. Now you're getting it. And have you noticed the tendency for those hands, that's it, to want to come together? Because really they want the same thing. That's it. They want the same thing. And they've been fighting each other all the time, not realizing that they want, that's right, the same thing. Now you realize this as the adult in relationship, but they don't quite know yet, do they? But they're beginning to learn. Now here's something interesting. This part has certain qualities, certain resources that this part could really use in achieving its aim of making you feel great. What kind of qualities would it have?
Judgment.
So you can make judgments?
Yeah, when it's not appropriate.
Exactly, and that's a pretty good thing to become a successful hypnotherapist, right?
Sure.
And feel great at the same time.
Sure.
What else can you do? That's right.
Well, being more down to earth, not jumping at,
That's right.
being too excited with everything.
So you're more down to earth, so practical, and you're not jumping up and getting too excited about things,
Yeah.
which makes it, easier to feel good as well, right? I mean, to get the result that it wants, and that gets you to feel good, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty persistent, isn't it?
Sure, yeah.
Do you think if it was as persistent about becoming a hypnotherapist, that would be kind of useful? Just as a guess.
Yeah, it would be.
Wouldn't it just? Now here's a secret. This side has, that's right, keep going together, that's it. This side has got qualities that side could really use in helping you feel great. Because the behavior isn't really working, is it?
No.
So what does this have that this side could really use to make you feel good?
It's carefree.
It's carefree.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It's carefree.
Yeah.
So if it understood more about being carefree, it'd be, that's it. It could make you feel good so much more easily, couldn't it? If you just understood what it means to be carefree. Right? That's right. What's happening now? Intense, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty.
What else does this have that this side can use?
It really has no fear.
It has no fear.
No.
Now, if this side had no fear, how much better would you feel?
Oh,
Wow.
better.
Right.
Yeah.
It could really do its job then, couldn't it?
I beg your pardon?
It could really do its job of making you feel good. That's right. And notice what's happening to those hands. Notice what's happening to those hands. is to start drawing more and more, that's it, together. Because here's the thing, both want the same thing. They know it now. And this side has resources this side can use, that's it. And this side has resources that side can use. And when they come together, the images can combine, that's right, and you can just feel good. You can feel great. Knowing that you have the judgment to become a hypnotherapist. You can be down to earth as a hypnotherapist and do the right things at the right time and feel good about knowing where the lines are. You can feel good about doing what you can do and not doing the things you're not ready for yet. You can feel good about that because you're more carefree about all the other things that you're doing. So the things that you're carefree about remind you about the things you might want to be a little bit more cautious of. And all the time you're feeling great because you're doing good work, that's right. And they're working hand in hand for your best interest. That's right. A little closer now. And when those hands finally touch, those images will blend together and become a third magical image. Something that is just about you feeling good, with real judgment, with doing the appropriate thing whilst just being light-hearted. Because it's appropriate to be light-hearted. Hypnotherapy is far too important to take seriously. That's right. So it's appropriate for it to be light-hearted as you feel great about what you're doing. And you can be persistent. You can be persistent about feeling light-hearted and feeling great, right? And the moment they look at those hands, they just want to do it now, don't they? And when they touch, that image will blend together and something new will emerge. Something greater than either of those two could ever have dreamed that will really make you feel great. Let me know when that happens. You're doing great. That's it. There you go. That's it. It's happening now, right? Take that image. Can you see the new image?
Yes.
Allow that to rise up and bring it inside yourself, into your head, into your chest, anywhere where it seems appropriate, and bring it into you. Feel free to close your eyes and really enjoy feeling great. Bring that symbol inside you, knowing that it's just about you feeling great, isn't it? It's just about you feeling great. Doing it the right way. So you're light-hearted and persistent about that, but also know the right way of doing it so that you're practical, down to earth, and get the results in a safe way. That way you stay protected and do the work you know you want to do. And you know what I mean by that, don't you? Because something I know about you is that you really are a caring person. And you'll do great work. You've done this course and you've done way better this time than you could ever have imagined. You did great in the last course, and in this one you did so much better. So those people out there are waiting for you to make them feel great. And you can feel great about knowing that you can now, can't you? Just allow that to settle in, and when you're ready, come on back. Take all the time you need. Because it's about you feeling great now. Whoo-wee! That was something, wasn't it?